Hi, this is Glen Hiemstra, and this is Futurist.com online TV. I'm with Jan Reha of Career Discovery here in Bellevue, Washington. Just tell me in a couple sentences about Career Discovery and CareerDiscoveryInc.com.
Yes, well, I have been at Career Discovery, of course, describes what I do. I'm a career counselor. I'm actually a mental health counselor who has specialized in career. And I have been doing this for about 30 years, for quite some time. I have focused mainly on working with people in divorce transitions and providing information and documentation to the courts so that the non-earning or lesser-earning spouse can get maintenance for training. And that's how maintenance is determined in this state, the state of Washington.
Okay. Well, today what we want to focus on is primarily so the people who come to you who are kind of in an aging bracket. You know, one of the most dominant trends that we see coming, and we're both indicative of this, I think, is people who are people who are in the mature level, who are approaching really the age when people really formally started thinking about retirement. What are you seeing from people coming to you who are approaching, let's say, 55 or approaching 60, and they realize they probably have to keep working? What are some of the issues and trends that you're seeing, and what is some of the advice that you're giving them?
Well, one of the things that has to start is people are going to have to change their mindsets, as you well know.
How so?
In terms of the fact that we have been given this mindset that came out of the mid-30s with the Roosevelt era about the whole idea of retirement at 65, which is an artifact of the manufacturing age, and has not served us well, and obviously won't be, because we have twice more people who are in the upper end of the baby boomers than we have under 40.
Really?
Twice
I didn't know that. Okay.
more. It's a major
So it's weighted
shift
toward the older
Absolutely.
bracket. Okay.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, people thought that after 30 years or 25 years, they had a right to go and not work anymore. But they forgot that we are staying healthier longer and we're living much longer, thanks to nutrition and exercise, etc. So I met this myself when I was in early 50s and discovered in 15 years I was supposed to retire, and I had hardly anything in my retirement fund. So I went through a lot of consternation, and then I finally did a lot of research, and I discovered I was not alone.
So if you're approaching 60-ish now, what are the one or two or three things that a person should focus on most, especially if there's somebody who doesn't have a fixed pension program, which is a very small percentage of the population?
Very small.
So if you're not in that bracket, if you're everybody else, what are one or two or three things that you think they should really be focused on and doing, preparing for?
Number one, if you have a job, hold on to it.
Okay.
Very important. But that might not be true for a lot of people, because a lot of companies are going to be downsizing, and a lot of the people who are going to be downsized are probably going to be older people because they earn more money. So the reality is you probably will have to downsize, period, your lifestyle, and take that hard challenge to task. That's not going to be easy, but it's very important to do. And you mentioned it in your segment before, we've got to deal with less. We have to accept less, and actually less is just fine. In fact, I said, you know, small is beautiful.
Yeah, could be. Yep.
The third thing is, you got to go back and get some training. None of us are, none of us are off, from being challenged by going back and getting training. We all, no matter what age, and I think if you go to the community colleges, you will see many older people on campus. And it is exciting and it's refreshing to be with younger people and to have that mix, and I think that is extremely important. And we are in, again, a time of reinvention, and looking forward to it instead of feeling resistant to it.
So let's summarize. So you say keep your job if you can, downsize your expectations, go back and get some education and training that puts you in the company of people who are also doing some new thinking and looking for new directions. Where can we find out more information about you and about these approaches to aging?
Okay. One book I would like to recommend is Helen Harkness' Don't Stop the Career Clock.
Okay.
She is very, very inspiring. And on my website, careerdiscoveryinc.com. I have actually an interview on the site about aging and what to do. And I will be continuing to do these kinds of mini broadcasts, and we'll continue talking about these subjects.
Well, thank you, Jan. I've been talking with Jan Reha. This is Glen Hiemstra. Her company is careerdiscoveryinc.com. And I'm Glen Hiemstra for Futurist.com online TV. Thank you very much.